All right, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are watching from. My name is Mazi Nnamdi, and today's date is 15th day of the month of January 2021. Sorry, 2022. So today we're going to be talking about the announcement that was made tonight concerning our leaders' case trial that will begin again on Tuesday next week. Tuesday next week is the 18th day of the January 2022, where the zoo government adjourned the court case trial of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in court again on the 18th, which is next week Tuesday. Then on the 19th, there will be a continuation of the case trial. You remember, Barrister Aloy Ejimako filed a case concerning our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how he was, you know, denied his rights, kidnapped from Kenya, and they brought him back to Nigeria without due process. So our barrister Aloy Ejimako filed a case in Umuahia Federal High Court. So that very court case is still ongoing. So on the 18th, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in Federal High Court Abuja. Then after 18th, on the 19th, the court case of the one barrister Aloy Ejimako filed in Umuahia Federal High Court will continue on the 19th. We are seeing some write-up going around concerning 17th. In fact, on that write-up, I don't know if some of you have seen it. On that write-up, they said 15, 16, 17, 18 is sit at home. So we are on air tonight to debunk that article that been going around. People have been sharing it in different social media, in different platforms, misleading people. So today we're going to clear you on all of that. We're going to clear you on all of those information, tell you what you need to know, the right information to to hold with. Remember, any information that you did not get on Radio Biafra, consider it as what? False information. Consider it as fake news. So we are here tonight to tell you some of the things that you need to know, some of the things that will guide you concerning what will happen next week. Remember, like I've said before, on the 18th, which is on Tuesday next week, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in court in Federal High Court Abuja. Then on the 19th, which is on Wednesday, the court case trial that been pending in Federal High Court in Abia State, Umuahia, we continue with our barrister Aloy Ejimako. But before we go ahead with some of the news and some information we've got on here tonight, we would like to take our national anthem. Remember, it is customary, it is important for us to take our national anthem whenever we are on here and whenever we are broadcasting on here. So, what I am going to do now is I am going to go ahead, I'll play you our national anthem, and if I come back, we will quickly go ahead with some information that we have on here tonight. Someone is saying this is nonsense. I don't know what the nonsense is about, my brother. Just hold your temper. You're going to get the information you want. Okay, just hold on. Why we're playing our national anthem? When we finish, we'll come back. Then we'll look into some of the issues that make us to be on air tonight. Please share this very program. It's important you share the program. Share the program. Let other people know about it. Right? Share the program. Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you for joining the program. Now let's quickly take our national anthem. And when I come back, like I said before, then we're going to look into the issues that made us to come on air tonight. Now let's All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. Share the program, please. Share the program. Let's have other people, to join us on this very program. Someone is asking if I am for real. Wisdom. What do you mean if I am for real? Please leave your comments. I will try to look at your comments today while I go ahead with some of the things that made us to be on air tonight. Thank you everyone for joining. Amaka Rosemary, thank you. Ifani, thank you for joining the program. Prosper, happy. Thank you everyone for joining. Some of us that is on Facebook on YouTube, please share the program. Share on your Facebook page. Share wherever you can share on. Let's get more people on. Whenever we're doing program like this, some people will join us later and they will be saying, "Oh, please, can you please play or whatever video you've played before? Can you please play? I am just joining and all that. Please share the program so other people will have to join us." Good evening, Amarachi. Good evening from here. Good evening, Daniel Godfrey. Good evening, everyone, for joining the program. Thank you, our brother from Frequency TV Entertainment. Thank you for joining from YouTube. Thank you. Share the program. Let's get more people on before we start on today's program. So, today we're going to be talking about the court case hearing of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. that is going to hold a few days from now on Tuesday. Remember, Tuesday is on the 18th of this month of January 2022. So our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to, continue his court case trial on Tuesday. He will be in Federal High Court in Abuja. That is on the 18th. Then on the 19th, which is on Wednesday, the court case hearing that our barrister Aloy Ejimako filed at Federal High Court in Umuahia will continue on the 19th, which is a day after our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu probably might have finished in Federal High Court in Abuja. On the 19th, the court case will continue in Umuahia. Then there is this news that been going about for a few days now. I saw that post going around since yesterday. People are saying there's going to be sit at home today. Remember today is 15th. There's going to be sit at home today. Then 16th, on the 16th they're going to be sit at home. On the 17th they're going to be sit at home. On the 18th they're going to be sit at home, and on the 19th they're going to be sit at home. I don't know if maybe most of you probably might have seen that article that been going around. Now we're going to debunk on that article that been going around. Remember, our HOD, which is Mazi Nnamdi, made announcement I think last 2 weeks before he came on air. He was on air tonight and he made some announcement, of which I am going to play you that his broadcast after I finish what I have to say here tonight. So those people that have been saying that's going to be sit at home 17th, 18th and thereabout, no, is wrong. The only sit at home is on the 18th, where our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in Federal High Court. That is where there will be a sit at home. It's just only a day on the 18th. So if anybody is telling you there will be sit at home on the 16th, 17th, and the list goes on, consider that news as a fake news. Anybody that is telling you the sit at home will continue on the 16th, 17th, there is nothing like that. The only sit at home we have, and the only person who have made that announcement, who pronounced that sit at home, is head of Directorate of State, who is Mazi Nnamdi. The sit at home will commence on the 18th, where our leader will be going to Federal High Court in Abuja to continue his court case trial. That is the only day the head of Directorate of State declares sit at home. Then on the 19th, the court case trial of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will continue in Federal High Court in Umuahia. Remember, our barrister Aloy Ejimako filed a case in Federal High Court in Umuahia. So anybody that is telling you there will be a sit at home 16th, 17th, there is no sit at home 16th, there is no sit at home 17th. The only sit at home is on the 18th, according to the head of Directorate of State, which is the authority of the IPOB, since our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been kidnapped. So the authority came from the IPOB. So anybody telling you sit at home, that is sit at home on 16th, 17th, no. The only sit at home is on the 18th. That is when people will sit at home to pay solidarity to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who will be in court. So Mazi Nnamdi was on air tonight and he said other things, of which I'm going to play you the broadcast this night. I will play you that broadcast for you to listen to him. He made some announcement concerning the court case hearing of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that will commence on the 18th, which is on Tuesday. So what I'm going to do now, go ahead and play you the broadcast. You hear it from the mouth of the DOS, the head of Directorate of State. Please, I am reading some comments here. Please, I want you to be civil with your comments, please. Okay, be civil with your comments. You guys have been doing wonderful all this while. Be civil with your comments, please. I'm seeing some people are saying stupid, some people are calling criminals and all that. One thing we all must understand is that when you begin to do away with sentimental and emotions, then you begin to understand what it is like. When you be able to do away with being sentimental and emotional, you will be able to understand how things is and how life works. So when case like this come up, when you see issues like this, please try to do away with sentimental and emotional. I understand how everyone feels. I understand that, I mean, we are human. We are human. We can make mistake and we can learn from our mistakes. We can be criticized and we learn from our criticism. That is why I tell you, whenever I am here broadcasting, even I like reading comments. I love it when people are criticizing me. So from the criticism, then I will learn and improve. This family, we've gone a long way, right? The family of IPOP has gone a long way. But I don't want to dwell much on this. I'm going to play you Mazi Chikodozim's broadcast, and when the broadcast finish playing, I will come back. Then we talk about some other things. I'm going to read all of your comments tonight. Just keep them coming. But when I come back, I'm going to look at your comment and we'll discuss on them. I am seeing some already here. Someone, let me check who that person. Let me check the person's name. I will address your comment when I come back from these. We're going to listen to Mazi Chikodozim. When I come back, when the broadcast finish playing, I'm going to address some of your comment. Wisdom said something. I'm going to look at that comment when I come back. Keep your comment coming, and when I come back, we're going to talk about all of these things. Thank you, Kane from YouTube, and I thank all of you who has joined on here on Facebook. Now let's listen to Mazi Chikodozim. Let's listen to the broadcast that he made today. This is today's broadcast. Today is the 15th day of January 2022. Now let's listen.
Thank you, Mazi Jonathan. Am I coming out clear?
You are crystal clear. Go on.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, great and wonderful people of Biafra. My name is Mazi Chikodozim. I come from Ihe Oma. Ihe Oma is in Olo province of Biafra land. And it is by the grace of Chukwuka Kabiama, the creator of heaven and earth, that I serve the indigenous people of Biafra and the Directorate of State as the head of Directorate. Great Biafrans, tonight being the 15th day of January 2022, this very broadcast will not be a very long one. Very importantly, Very, very importantly, our court case comes up in the Abuja High Court on the 18th, 19th, and 20th of January 2022. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be in court on the 18th, as the court has scheduled 19th and 20th. Also, on the 19th of January, our leader's fundamental rights case comes up as well at the Umuahia High Court in Abia State. As is our tradition, we must show our support and solidarity with our leader. Therefore, Biafra land shall be locked down on the 18th of January. We do not wish and we do not want to see even animals on the streets of Biafra land on the 18th of January 2022. Complete and total lockdown on this very day. And also on that day, those of us, Biafrans who are in Abuja and its environs must mobilize in their numbers to the Abuja High Court. As we have always been doing, we must challenge the court on the 18th and subsequently the days that the court will sit for this very case. As we have also always been doing, we must ensure that we are aware and very, very at alert of our environment. We must look out for one another to ensure and make sure that the zoo security do not in any manner harass or kidnap any of our people who will be in court on that very day. On the 19th of January as well, Biafrans shall show great presence at Umuahia High Court. Biafra Land National Coordinator, please take note of this very date. On the 19th, where and when the fundamental rights case of our leader will be coming up, we must also show great presence on that day. And I wish to state unequivocally, great Biafrans, I wish to state it clearly for those that are hard of hearing, those who for any reason may think or may believe they did not hear this very announcement, which has already been brought out as a press statement by our press secretary, Ima Powerful. But it is important that I make this tonight broadcast and I make this announcement to the hearing of Biafrans in Biafra land and to the world in general. There will be no sit at home in Biafra land on the 19th and 20th of January 2022. There will be no sit at home. The only date that has been mapped out for total lockdown of Biafra land is the 18th of January of 2022. Now, in my last broadcast to the Biafran people on 1st of January of this year, I made some very important policy statement. Let me also expand on that policy statement. the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra, we are activating a farming revolution in Biafra land. Farmers, as those of us who are living or resident in developed world are aware of, farmers in developed countries are not just subsidized by their respective governments. They are protected by specific legislations, and they are among the wealthiest in these places. It is bearing this in mind that we want Biafran entrepreneurs and businessmen and Biafran youths, of course, to direct their attention to and invest in farming in our land. We have to toe this part because, as I already said, our food security is not just a national security issue for us. It is an existential issue for the Biafran people. It cannot be possible. It does not even make any sense. It does not make any sense at all that we, the Biafrans, must allow those who committed pogrom, who committed genocide, who are still committing genocide against our people, to be in charge of what we consume as a people. Because at the time when they will have reached the point to which they are tenaciously working towards, they will simply turn off the tap and let all of us starve to death. But we know all these things, and we cannot allow that to happen. And like I said, we are blessed with one of the most fertile land you can imagine on the face of this planet. You can also attest to the fact that Biafrans, whether youths, male youths or female, Biafrans, our grandparents, our parents, we are not a lazy race. We are not a lazy race. Those who are aware of things fall apart should understand what I'm talking about. So if we are blessed with a fertile land, and we are also blessed with the physical strength to till our land and cultivate it, I don't see any reason why we must be waiting for those who do not wish us well to be in charge of what we consume as a people. Any day they will decide to poison those foods, which they are already doing with the cows that they send to us. Cows that they have illicit, immoral sex with, and then they will even post it on social media for us to see and ship these cursed animals down to us to consume. And you don't know what you're consuming. You're consuming your own damnation. This must stop. We will make Biafra land a land that truly is flowing with what the land can produce. We were aware the Abakaliki rice, it used to be there. We used to cultivate rice. We used to cultivate farm produce that we will consume and even export, cassava and the rest of it. Therefore, I am this evening encouraging those of us who may have left school and they do not have because there is no work for them actually in the first place. I am encouraging you tonight, even from tomorrow, you must begin to cultivate every space of land that you have available around you. This way, you will sustain yourself until the time the Biafran government will be able to ensure that Biafran farmers will enjoy privileges that are obtained and accorded to farmers in developed countries. Please, this farming revolution has to begin tonight and not tomorrow. The year 2022 is a pivotal year for the indigenous people of Biafra. It is a very, very pivotal year for us, especially this IPOB worldwide family put together and led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This year is pivotal. Why is it pivotal? It is pivotal because the leadership of this great movement will have no more room for those with different agenda, those who have other intentions, but are hiding amongst our family members worldwide, claiming to be part of this great movement. I remember that I also said during my New Year broadcast that we have a very short window of opportunity for those who may have been misled, for them to reappraise themselves and reappraise their mind and think deeply and seriously if they are in this struggle for what it is, or if they have other reasons why they have joined this family. And that window of opportunity is closing. I am saying this because discipline is our watchword going forward. Discipline amongst principal servants, discipline among every family member of this great movement is our watchword and fundamental, very, very fundamental to our operations in this year. Anyone, therefore, any person, therefore, be you a principal servant, be you amongst the power base of this movement, that is, you are not holding any position, and you believe that you are incapable of being consistently disciplined in all your actions and courage, then I want to tell you tonight that you have no place in IPOB. You do not belong here, because we are not going to carry any baggage along us, as we will sanitize this very, very movement from tonight going forward. To this effect, therefore, that grace that I gave on January 1st has elapsed tonight. We know that cancer is a deadly disease. If a cancer is not caught out when it is identified, it will simply spread to affect the good cells in the body. And IPOB will not stand and watch cancers that have been implanted in our midst to destroy this great movement that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has put in place. The following persons are therefore relieved of any position that they may occupy in IPOB, if they have any position. and they are expelled from this movement. Expelled. Let me repeat myself. These individuals that I'm going to call their name tonight will no longer, if anybody is dealing with them, you are dealing on your own. You are on your own. And these persons are as follows. Mazi Charles Emeka Iwuchukwu. This is the person that calls himself Rabbi Charles. From tonight, you are no longer a part of this great family, so that any crime you may commit, anything that you may do, IPOB will not be held responsible. Mrs. Patricia Onwumere. This person was IPOB Milan coordinator. Stanley Waka, deputy IPOB Milan coordinator. Ngozi Mbaeze, Brescia coordinator. Mazi Paul Achebe from Piemonte zone, and Chiamaka Rachel from Torino zone. Also, Celestine Chineke, who is or who was the deputy coordinator of San Dona zone, is as well. All these people and individuals are relieved of any position that they may be holding in IPOB family and expelled from this movement. The rest are as follows. Mrs. Rose Blanchard Ejiro, Pastor Sander Eric, and Owa Sophia Obaze. These individuals from henceforth, from tonight, they are no longer part of IPOB family. And anyone that is dealing with them is dealing with people who do not belong to this movement. The leadership of this great movement, we are not resting on our oars, because I have to continue to reiterate that we have only two objectives which this leadership is pursuing morning, day and night. Eke Ori and we are not resting. Be it those in the legal department, of course, our team of lawyers, led by Barrister Ejiofor and Barrister Ejimako. Be it those who are working on the diplomatic front, those who are our prayer warriors, those in the media, all of you are doing exceptional great work in order to ensure that the immediate objective of this leadership and of this movement is the release of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the unconditional release of our leader, because Nwachineke has committed no crime. In fact, a great injustice has been done against him, a crime has been committed against him, and not only that, he must be released. Those who extraordinarily renditioned him, they must wait to have their day also when they are called upon at the appropriate international courts of justice. Now, the release of our leader is our immediate objective. Now, the second objective and the ultimate objective of this very movement which he put in place is the restoration of the sovereign and independent Biafran nation. It is Biafra or Biafra, or Biafra. Nothing in between. And here, because we are a peaceful movement, we are making a demand for the conduct of a referendum for the Biafran people. We are demanding that all machineries in agreement with the Biafran people, of course, must be put in place by the international community and allow the Biafran people to exercise their right to self-determination. The right to self-determination is enshrined in the United Nations Charter governing the issues that deal with indigenous peoples. The right to self-determination is also enshrined in African Union Charter. And this right, as we are all aware, they have been domesticated by the Nigerian authority, by the Nigerian government. Therefore, Nigerian government is bound by these very rules, international rules that deal on the rights of indigenous people to self-determination. They domesticated it, and when they domesticated it into their law, it becomes part of their law. They must therefore put the necessary legislation in place, if that is what it will require. They must therefore put the necessary act in place to afford the Biafran people the opportunity to make a decision as a race whether they want to remain where they are in the servitude that they are going through at the moment, in the killings and horror that we are passing through, or that they want to live as a normal, free people, as people in civilized wars are doing. Excuse me. This is the minimum of our request and our demand. And I'm saying this because as a peaceful movement, we are making this demand to the international community tonight. And we expect that justice must and should be done to the Biafran people. It is overdue. Excuse me. Great Biafrans, we must continue to put our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in our prayers. Those of you who are prayer warriors, do not cease your prayers. Those of you who are traditionalists, do not stop in consulting and calling out the spirits of our heroes, the spirits that own Biafra land, to accompany us on this journey to freedom. And I can assure you that heaven is already on our side and Chukwuabiama is on the throne. Continue to remain faithful. Continue to remain consistent, disciplined. Continue to be devoted to those principles, to those things that we have learned from Onyendu, our leader. Put them in practice and remain loyal, of course, to the structure he has put in place. If you cannot remain loyal to this structure, you are free as a free being to excuse yourself. But you cannot be in our midst and in any manner believe that it can be a cancer in our midst to cause any damage on this very movement and on this very project. It cannot happen and it will not happen. Therefore, as I always say, Biafra is not just our identity, it is not just our heritage. Biafra is our religion, and it is only to him to whom all honor belongs and all glory belongs. The creator of heaven and earth is the Chukwu Kabiama Prumele. It is only him that we bow down to. It is only him that we worship. It is only him that we ascribe all honor and all glory. And I commend all of you into his hand, those of you who are working assiduously, honestly, dutifully, and truthfully to see that our leader is back with us soonest, and to make sure that Biafra comes. The Chukwu be with all of you now and always. Thank you for listening, and good night for me.
All right, that is it from head of Directorate of State, Mazi Nnamdi. I am reading some comments here, and I'm going to respond to some of your comments in a while. But let's pause for a while and reflect to some of the things that Mazi Nnamdi has said this night. This broadcast was made this night, and actually, why I am playing you this broadcast. Remember, this is not my first time of playing Mazi Nnamdi's broadcast on this very platform, right? I've been updating Biafrans and telling people what's going on, especially what is coming out from the office of head of Directorate of State. In as much as this Biafran struggle is concerned, I make sure I pass whatever information. Remember, I digress a little bit. Remember, when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was out, when they have not kidnapped him from Kenya, when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is broadcasting or doing any program, I usually rebroadcast all his programs. If you go on our YouTube channel, we have tons of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's broadcasts on our platform, as well as on Facebook here. If you've been following us, I don't know when some people join this particular platform, but that's not to say. So what I'm saying is, because I'm reading some comment, people are saying, "How do you feel playing this broadcast on the playing this yeah, Mazi Nnamdi's broadcast on this platform and all that?" Remember, what we are doing is to disseminate information to Biafrans. I just played the broadcast to tell you what Mazi Nnamdi, the announcement he made. And before I start the program, I told us that there is this false information that is coming. In as much as head of Directorate of State is concerned, and that is the office of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of this movement. In as much as head of Directorate of State is concerned, I will give you the information that's coming out from the office of DOS. Right? So that is exactly what I am doing. If any information that did not come from DOS, I don't pass it across. And it has been the priority of this platform since I started broadcasting and posting something on this platform. Go and check our previous programs if you've not seen some of them. Just take a while, check some of our programs. You will understand what I am talking about. Listen, one thing with our people is we dwell so much on he say, she say. And in as much as you are dealing so much with sentimentals and emotions, it's not gonna do you any well. And what I figure out with what is happening to some of us is we are dealing with sentimental and emotions. That is just it. And I would want some of us to do away with sentimental. Seriously. So that's it. The objective of this program or this platform is to pass the correct information. I don't just pick information across the road and come here and tell you. Whatever I say here is the information that's coming from the office of IPOB, which is the head of Directorate of State. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appointed Mazi Chikodizim. No matter what he's doing, no matter what is happening, remember he is a human. He is not robot, or maybe he is not. He is a human. We all are about to make mistake, including you that's listening. Whatever that is happening, we must listen to him until our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. Then when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out and said that we should not listen to him again, we should criticize him, then we will do so. But for now, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu handled the office to them before he was kidnapped in Kenya. In as much as he's still taking care of that key or whatever file that have been passed to him, in as much as Mazi Chikodezem is still taking care of those things, we must listen to him no matter what. We must listen because they are the authority of this movement until our leader comes out. Then if our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out and said that they have not been doing well all this while, they have not gotten it right, this is the area they have gone wrong, this is what, then we will now pick something to blame them from there. Now let me tell you something. Remember when the 5th of November sit at home was cancelled, I myself was not happy. But Mazi Chikodoziem came out and he said that the authority for him to cancel that sit at home comes from our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you don't expect Mazi Chikodoziem to disrespect, or maybe for him to not respect the order from our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That cancellation of that 5th November sit at home that was supposed to kickstart on the 5th of November, that was where everything went banana shape. And since then, so many people had been against the Directorate of State, which is Mazi Chikodoziem. And we're not blaming him, we're not blaming Mazi Chikodoziem for whatever happens, because even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, the order he's given from DSS custody, he's depending on the information that he is getting from people that's visiting him. Remember, like I said before, where our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is right now is he doesn't have access to phone, he doesn't have access to television, he doesn't read newspaper like you do, he has no knowledge of what is happening outside DSS premises, except the information that our barristers are feeding him with. So whatever that tells him is what he is dealing with. It's just use yourself as an example. Just stay in a particular, I've said it before, just stay in a particular day or in a particular room for a day, and they will take away your phone, you won't have access to television, nothing. You won't be able to get information on what is happening, except maybe someone come inside that room and tell you this was going on outside. So whatever is happening now, let's try as much as possible to do away with sentimental and emotions. And that is the problem our people are facing right now. So many people are dealing with sentimental and emotions. So that is the problem. We are at the hard time. We are at the terrible time. Whatever you're doing, make sure that you don't do what you will regret tomorrow. So I just play you that broadcast so you will hear it from the mouth of head of Directorate of State. Let it not be as if is only Mazi Udochukwu is talking. I am seeing all your comment. I am seeing your comment, wisdom. And I am seeing other people's comment. Jones, I am seeing your comment as well. Like I've said before, you don't come on here and you start attacking me. If I said something that you did not agree with me, you disagree with me respectfully. You don't come here and you call me names and all that. And that's still the problem that we are having with our people. It's still the issue of the sentiment and emotion that we are talking about. Because some of us are dwelling with what we hear from outsiders, what other people tells you, what you hear, some of the things that you've been listening, some of the videos you've been watching, and so on and so forth. But the reality of all of these things is, and it still remains, that if we will be able to do away with emotions and sentimentals, then you will see we'll be able to get it right. I don't want to talk so much on that. Now let's quickly go back to some of the announcement. On the 18th, like Mazi Chikodozem have said, on the 18th of this month, which is on Tuesday, there will be a sit at home. On the 17th, 16th, 17th, there won't be any sit at home because I'm still seeing some comments. Some people are saying that he should go ahead and talk about the court case of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is, that is at hand. I don't know when you joined the program anyway, but remember, Mazi Chikodozem said all of those things before he started talking about how we're going to go back to farm, how we're going to start farming, and all of those. Some of the announcements and some people that he spelled tonight. So, in case maybe you just joining this program, at the beginning of the program, he said some things concerning that court case hearing. He said on the 16th and 17th, there won't be any sit at home because there is this video, there is this post that been going around. People are saying that there will be a sit at home 16th and 17th. And I believe that is why Mazi Chikodozem was on air tonight to tell our people that 16, 17 that people are saying there will be a sit at home, there is nothing like that. There will be only sit at home on the 18th. Then on the 19th, he said, I quote him, he said, the court case hearing in Federal High Court in Umuahia, Abia State, our people can go there and show solidarity. Remember, our barrister Aloy Ejimako, filed a court case, a file to Federal High Court in Umuahia for violation of our leaders' right, human rights. So that one is still ongoing. So after the one on the 18th, there will be another one in Federal High Court in Umuahia. Then after he said all of those things, then he talked about how we're going to go back to farm, and then he spelled some people from IPOB. So on Monday, which is 17th, no sit at home. Tomorrow, which is 16th, tomorrow is Sunday, he never said there will be a sit at home. I just play you the broadcast. You listen to him. 16th, 17th, no sit at home. On Monday, you can go out, but our people have been voluntarily sitting at home. If you want to sit at home on your own voluntarily, then you can do that. But Mazi Chikodozem never said there will be a sit at home on Monday. Then on Tuesday, where our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in Federal High Court Abuja, there will be a sit at home. All Biafra land will be lock and key. If you want to go to Abuja, if you can travel, you can go to Abuja and pay solidarity and witness the court case trial if you want to. But if you don't want to, go to Abuja, you can sit in your home and show the support, pay solidarity. Then on the 19th, in Umuahia Federal High Court, the court case that Barrister Aloy Ejimako filed will continue. So if you want to go to Umuahia Federal High Court and show solidarity, you can still go there as well. So that is it for tonight from Head of Directorate of State. I just said this because of some people that commenting on comment section, trying to say one or two things. I don't, the thing is, like I've said before, I understand our people very well, and I use this platform to pass message to people who wants to listen. I am not here, I am not on this platform to say what will please you, or maybe to tell you what you want to hear. I'm only passing information according to the priority of this platform right from the beginning. If you check this our platform, we don't make money here. The platform is not monetized, not because we don't want to monetize the platform, but that is not why we are here. Not like other platforms. This platform that I am speaking with you with tonight are not monetized. Not because the platform has not met its credential to be monetized, but we don't want to do that. We are here to disseminate message to our people. So some of you are saying, how much have they paid you? How much you now join DOS and all of those things? I don't join anybody. I'm only telling you what you need to know. I am only passing the right information to you. I am telling you the correct message. I am passing the correct message to you. And I want most of you to stop dwelling on what you are hearing outside. Because in as much as you keep listening to some of those things that you are listening outside, those people has nothing to do with the office of this IPOB, this movement. So I will encourage most of you to always listen to people who is occupying the office of the IPOB, no matter what, no matter how they are moving it, no matter how many mistakes they have made, until our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. Then we'll now hear from our leader and begin to correct those errors. Now, let me quickly say this. Before our leader will be able to come out, like I've said before, don't just sit on the comment section and abuse the office of IPOB, or abuse somebody who is on program passing a message to you. The release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the hand of you and I, and that is why I've been at the forefront of organizing protest. You saw what happened in Anambra the other day, right? That was a few days ago. People came out to protest. That is what we should be doing, and stop attacking DOS. Stop, abusing people online. If we'll be able to I've said this thing before. If we'll be able to join force together and protest strongly, all over the world. People will be protesting in Biafra land. People will be protesting in diaspora. You will see the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will comes like a magic. But some of you are afraid to go and protest. I even read a comment here. Some people are saying, I read a comment here. Someone said, look at what happened in Anambra, that they want our people to be killed. Freedom, like most of you know, doesn't come cheap. It goes with something. Freedom goes with something. It doesn't come cheap. You are afraid to die and you want freedom, then it's not going to come. If you say, no, I don't want to go on the street so I won't be killed, then freedom will not come. I commend those our brothers who protested, I think, day before yesterday. You saw what happened. That is what we want. We want protest. Stop attacking people. Start organizing protest. Invite 2 or 3 people. Organize protest. Start protesting. Some of you that live in diaspora here, protest in diaspora. Nobody is going to kill you. If you live in Germany, start organizing how you're going to protest in Germany. If you live in Spain, start organizing how you're going to protest. Our HOD have made that announcement as well. He said it. And none of you have come out and made an announcement on that announcement that he made last time. But some of you are here attacking the office of HOD, DOS, yes. So organize protest. If you stay behind your keyboard and you talk about who is doing it right and who is not doing it right, Biafra is not going to come. What we are going to do is to protest. If we do not protest, if we do not march on the streets, if we do not block the office of the so-called Kenyan embassy and British embassy in the countries where you live in, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not going to come out. I said it before. I told you, if you don't protest, the court case of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that will commence on Tuesday, which is on the 18th of this month, if you didn't do something, if you did not protest, the court case will be adjourned. What that means is they will postpone it. After, maybe they will bring him out and say 1 or 2 things. They will take him back again and say the court case will be adjourned maybe so day or maybe so date. So what we need to do is to protest. You can do it. I can do it. Organize how to protest. When you see people protesting, join them. Don't just sit back and watch them. Don't just come online and start typing and abusing people. Go and protest. Our barristers cannot do it alone. Our DOS cannot do it alone. We have to come together collectively to make sure that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being released. So that is it for tonight. Someone is saying come to Nigeria and protest. I was in Nigeria last month. Protest was not going on in Nigeria. I would have joined them protesting. You would have seen me recording it live. I said it before. I was in Nigeria last month. I just got back. While I was in Nigeria, let's assume maybe they were protesting, I would have joined them and protest. I would have joined them with my equipment and I will record it live. And I will show you. And whenever protest is going to happen to a country where I am living in, you will see me there. I will be recording them live. I am not a coward like most of you that stay behind the keyboard and you type whatever you want to type. I've been at the forefront of this protest even before the one that happened in Jerusalem. I've been talking about the protest before our people in Jerusalem made us proud. So some of you that have been saying come to Nigeria and protest. I was in Nigeria last month. There were not any protests. While I was in Nigeria, let's assume maybe people were protesting. You will see me, I will join the protest. I was in Biafra land last month. Do you understand it now? So join the protest. When people organize to protest, go and protest. Organize how you're going to protest. Join people that is protesting. Even the one that happened in Anambra. How many of you that stayed in Biafra line joined them? How many of you joined? You did not join them. Even some of you condemned the protest that happened in Anambra. Did you think that protest did not send any message? The protest does send a message. It does send a message to Nigerian government if you don't know. Some of you criticize that protest as well. Now, do you now understand the kind of people we have in our midst? People are protesting and you are condemning them. Some people are saying you people want to cause problem in this country. You people want to cause problem in Anambra. How did they want to cause problem? They are protesting. Do you know the power of protesting? Do you know the power of protesting? That is just the only power. That is what you have. To agitate, to protest. It doesn't matter what the outcome will be like. So I thank all of you. I'm going to stop the program here, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Remember, on the 18th of this month, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in Federal High Court Abuja, and we'll be updating you live here on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. We will be updating you regarding the event that will be unfolding on the 18th of this month. So follow our page, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you've not. I am seeing all of your comments. Keep them coming. In fact, I said it before, I love it when most of you criticize me. From your criticism, then I will be able to learn and adjust if maybe probably I've been getting it wrong. Yeah, someone say I don't waste my data listening to that man. You must listen to him no matter what. You must listen. He made an announcement concerning the court case hearing that will start on Tuesday. Remember, on Tuesday is 18th day of the month of January 2022. So he made an announcement concerning the court case that will continue, the court case of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that will continue on the 18th. So on the 18th, there will be a total lockdown across Biafra land, all of Biafra land. So we are pleading with our people who are in Biafra land to respect the sit at home. Then on the 19th, the court case hearing that have been pending in Federal High Court in Umuahia will continue. The court case will continue in Umuahia. So if you want to show solidarity, you can travel down to Umuahia Federal High Court and join our people there. Then again, he asks our people to go back to farming. We have a fertile land, like he said. Go back to farming. Start farming. Let's stop depending on these Fulani Janjaweed people. You can't be depending on their tomatoes, on their potatoes, on their onions. We have to have our own. Start planting your tomatoes, your onion, your cabbage, your lettuce, all those things. Then the thirdly, he spared some people from IPOB. So if you want to hear all of those things, you can have a replay of this broadcast immediately I stop the program. So we're going to stop here. But before I stop, I'm going to play our national anthem. Remember, before we start our program, we take our national anthem. And at the end of the program, we take our national anthem again. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play our national anthem, and when the national anthem finish playing, I will stop the program and I'll see all of you again tomorrow. If there is any relevant message to pass, you will see me on here and I will bring you that message. But if there is none, then probably on Monday I will still come here if there's any message. But on Tuesday, I will be here. I will be updating you most of the things that will be unfolding at Federal High Court, as our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in court for the continuation of his court case hearing. Now let's take our national anthem, and when I come, I'm not going to come back. When the national anthem finish playing, I will just end the program and we'll call it a day. I thank all of you for joining the program. I thank all of you on YouTube and Facebook here. I thank all of you, every one of you. Like I've said before, your comments, I'm seeing most of your comments. Some people are saying one or two things. I read all of your comments. I see all of them. Ifani, Henry, all of you, I'm seeing all your comments. But one thing you must have in mind is we must do away with sentimental and emotions. That is our problem. We'll be able to handle these two things that I just mentioned. You will see things will be able to turn around. Jones, I am seeing your comment. You've been commenting. We are not here. We are brothers. We are not here to fight, right? I'm a messenger. Just take the message and leave the messenger. Now we're going to take our national anthem, and when the national anthem finishes playing, we're going to share with you tomorrow. Good night and God bless.